Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily English Podcast. I'm Chris, and I'm here with Jessica today. Jessica, how are you doing?
Hi, Chris. I'm doing well today. It's nice to be here again. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Today we have a positive topic. We're going to talk about small habits and how they can change our lives.
I really like that idea. People often think big change needs big action. But in real life, small habits can make a big difference over time.
I agree with that. Sometimes people wait for the perfect moment to change their life. They think they need a big plan or a lot of motivation.
Yes, and that can feel heavy. When a goal feels too big, it becomes hard to start. Small habits feel easier and more friendly.
Let me ask you something. Do you have any small habit that helps you every day?
Yes, I do. One simple habit is drinking water soon after I wake up. It sounds very small, but it helps me feel fresh and ready for the day.
That is a good example. It only takes a minute, but it changes how the morning feels. Small habits are often like that.
What about you? Do you have a daily habit that helps you?
I try to make my bed every morning. It is a very simple thing, but it gives me a good start. I feel like the day has already begun in a clean and organized way.
I understand that. When one small thing goes well, the next thing feels easier. It creates a good feeling in your mind.
That is one reason small habits matter. They are easy to begin, and they build confidence. You feel that you are moving in a good direction.
And they do not need a lot of time. Many people think good habits must be difficult. But some of the best habits are very simple.
For example, taking a short walk every day can be powerful. It may only be 10 minutes, but it can improve your mood. It can also help your body feel better.
I like walking too. When I walk, my thoughts become calmer. Even a short walk can change how I feel.
Another good habit is reading a few pages of a book every night. You may not finish a whole book quickly, but after some weeks, you notice real progress.
That is a great example. 5 pages does not sound like much. But if you read 5 pages every day, that becomes a lot over time.
I think that is the key idea. Small habits look small in one moment, but when you repeat them again and again, they become powerful.
It is a little like saving money. One coin does not seem important. But if you keep saving, the amount slowly grows.
That comparison makes sense. Habits work in the same way. One small action may not change your life today, but many small actions can change your future.
I also think small habits are helpful because they are not scary. Big goals can make people feel pressure. Small habits feel possible.
Exactly. If someone says, I will exercise for 2 hours every day, that may sound hard. But if they say, I will stretch for 5 minutes, it feels much easier.
And when people do something easy, they are more likely to continue. That is important because consistency matters more than intensity.
That's such a good point. Doing something small every day is often better than doing something big only once. Regular action creates real change.
Let me ask you another question. Why do you think people often ignore small habits?
I think many people want fast results. They want to see big change quickly. Small habits can feel slow, so people sometimes think they are not enough.
Yes, I think so too. People want to feel different right away. But life often changes quietly, not dramatically.
That is true. Sometimes progress is hard to notice at first. But if you look back after a few months, you can see how much changed.
I have felt that with sleep habits. When I started going to bed a little earlier, the effect was not huge in one day. But after some time, I felt healthier and calmer.
Sleep is a perfect example. 10 or 15 extra minutes of rest may not sound important, but over weeks, better sleep changes mood, focus, and energy.
Food habits are like that too. Eating one healthy meal does not change everything. But choosing better food again and again can really help.
Yes, and the same is true for learning English. Studying for 5 or 10 minutes every day may look small, but daily practice can build strong skills.
That is important for our listeners. Many learners think they need 1 or 2 free hours, but even a short practice time can help a lot.
I agree. Listening to English for 10 minutes every day is better than waiting for a perfect study day that never comes. Small practice builds a strong base.
I like that idea very much. A small habit also feels less stressful. It is easier to fit into real life.
Real life is busy, and that matters. People work, study, travel, cook, and take care of many things. Small habits fit more naturally into daily life.
That's why I think small habits are realistic. They do not ask us to become a completely new person in one day. They only ask for one small action.
And one small action can lead to another one. For example, if you start walking every morning, you may also start sleeping earlier. Then you may eat breakfast more calmly.
That is so true. Good habits often connect with other good habits. One small change can open the door to more change.
The opposite is also true, of course. Small bad habits can grow too. That is why it helps to notice what we do every day.
Yes, habits shape daily life quietly. We may not notice them at first, but they slowly create our routine and our results.
So how can someone start building a small habit? What would you say to a person who wants to begin?
I would say, start with something very easy. Make it so easy that you cannot say no. If it feels too big, make it smaller.
That is excellent advice. If you want to read every day, start with 1 page. If you want to exercise, start with 5 minutes.
I would also say, choose a habit that fits your life. Do not copy someone else's routine if it feels wrong for you. A good habit should match your real day.
That is important. Some people love early mornings, but others feel better at night. A useful habit should support your life, not fight against it.
Another helpful idea is to connect a new habit to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, you can stretch for 2 minutes.
Yes, that makes habits easier to remember. The old habit becomes a signal for the new one. It feels more natural that way.
Tracking progress can help too. Some people like to mark a calendar or write a short note. Seeing progress can feel encouraging.
I like that method because it shows that small actions matter. When you see a habit continue for many days, you feel proud.
And if you miss one day, that is okay. People sometimes become too strict with themselves. One missed day does not mean failure.
I completely agree. The goal is not perfection. The goal is returning to the habit and continuing.
That kind mindset is important. Small habits should help us, not make us feel bad. They should make life calmer, not heavier.
Before we finish, let me ask one last question. If someone listening wants to change one thing this week, what small habit would you suggest?
I would suggest one quiet habit in the morning. Maybe drinking water, opening the window, or sitting quietly for 1 minute. A calm start can change the whole day.
That is a beautiful idea. I would suggest a short walk, even if it is only 5 or 10 minutes. It is simple, healthy, and easy to begin.
Both of those habits are small, but they can grow into something bigger. That is really the message of today.
Small habits may look simple, but they are not weak. They shape our days, and our days shape our lives. Big change often begins in a very small way.
I love that thought. You do not need to change everything at once. You just need one small step that you can repeat.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's conversation. Thank you for listening to the Daily English Podcast.
We hope today's discussion made you think about your own daily habits. Maybe one small change can begin today.
Until next time, take care of yourself and keep learning step by step.
And we hope you have a calm, positive, and meaningful day.